I have a question. Why do you think we are here?
Study English.
Yeah. I think
English.
I think we are here for our dreams.
Yeah.
So today I want to talk about dreams. Dream was a very vague and obscure thing to me before coming here to my school. I didn't even used to think over my dreams seriously before. But now, whenever I think about my dreams, I feel excited. Even though I cannot draw the pictures of my future clearly yet. When I was 10 years old, I started to learn to play the piano. It was possible only after pestering my mom for a year because she couldn't afford it. I still remember the first day clearly. Do, re, do, re, do, re, do, re, do, you know that song? Anyway, I thought that piano was a very beautiful instrument. There were 88 black and white keyboards on, and which it was very fantastic to make any sound with. I didn't have any special talent to play the piano very well, but I just loved it. I waited for the time to go to the piano academy all day, and I always look forward to playing very distant music someday. After a while, seeing my passion, my piano teacher allowed me to practice more after closing the academy's door every night, which was of course the top secret to other students. My nickname was walking piano player. Wow. Because I always practiced anywhere, anytime, even when I played with my friends, or when I went to school or went home, just like this on my belly. It was a kind of my habit. After about 1 year, my teacher suggested me to participate in a piano competition. Actually, it made me reckless. Just 1 year practice, and I was just like a beginner. But my teacher insisted it. I didn't have a piano at home, and couldn't practice at night at the academy anymore because that was not fair for other students. But I had a great idea. That is to make my own paper piano. A paper keyboard was sold at a stationery store at the time, but it was too short, just like this. So I bought 3 or 4 pieces of it and taped them together to connect to make a long one like this, and then placed it on the floor and practiced the live, imagining the sound. And I experienced a very miraculous phenomenon. Whenever I closed my eyes, I heard real sound. Anyway, can you guess what the result was?
First place?
Yeah, I won the grand prize. Thank you. But after entering into middle school, I quit playing the piano and forgot it. I didn't even recognize that it was my dream, and the fact that it was possible only because of my passion and observativeness. After that, until I met my school, I just lived. Of course, I done my best I could in my situation all the time, but I lost my passion, just like my piano things. Now I decide to have my dreams again and pour all my passion and observance into them from now on. So now I want to introduce Bell Pass's Tedspitch, which is about dreams. The title is 5 Ways to Kill Your Dreams. It would be very interesting. Bell Passy comes from Brazil. She graduated MIT, and worked at Microsoft and Google, leaving behind very remarkable achievements, and became a star of Silicon Valley as an entrepreneur. But she returned to her country to inspire others and built a school to give lectures online and offline. So now, let me give you her speech about dreams. I dedicated the past 2 years to understanding how people achieve their dreams. When we think about dreams that we have and that we want to live in the universe, it is striking to see how big of an overlap there is between the dreams that we have and projects that never happen. So, I'm here to talk to you today about 5 ways how not to follow your dreams. Number 1, believe in overnight success. You know that story, right? A tech guy built a mobile app and sold it very fast for a lot of money. You know, the story may seem real, but I bet it's incomplete. If you go investigate further, the guy has done 30 apps before and has done a master's on the topic, a PhD. He has been working on the topic for like 20 years. This is really interesting. I myself have a story in Brazil that people think is an overnight success. I come from a humble family, and 2 weeks before the deadline to apply to MIT, I started the application process. And voila, I got in. People may think it's an overnight success, but that only worked because for 17 years prior to that, I took life and education seriously. Your overnight success story is always a result of everything you've done in your life through that moment. Number 2, believe someone else has the answers for you. Constantly people want to help out, right? All sort of people, your family, your friends, your business partners, they all have their opinions on which path you should take. And they say, let me tell you, go through this pipe. But whenever you go inside, there are other ways you have to pick a spot. You need to make those decisions yourself. No one else has the perfect answers for your life. The pipes are infinite, and you're going to bump your head, but it's a part of the process, right? Number 3. This is very subtle, but very important. Decide to settle down when growth is guaranteed. So, when your life is going great, and you have put together a great team, and you have growing revenue, and everything is set, time to settle down, isn't it? When I launched my first book, I worked really, really hard to distribute it everywhere in Brazil. With that, over 3 million people downloaded, over 50,000 people bought physical copies. When I wrote a sequel, some impact was guaranteed. Even if I did little, the sales would be okay. But okay is never okay. When you're growing toward the peak, you need to work harder than ever and find yourself another peak. Maybe even if I did little, a couple 100,000 people would read it, and that's great already. But if I work harder than ever, I can bring this number up to millions. And that's why I decided with my new book to go to every single state of Brazil. And I can already see a higher peak. There's no time to settle. 4th tip. This is really important. Believe the fault in someone else's. I constantly see people saying, oh, I had this great idea, but no investor had the vision to invest. Oh, I created this great product, but the market is so bad. The sales didn't go well. Or, I can't find any good talent. My team is so below expectations. If you have dreams, it is your responsibility to make them happen. Yes, it may be hard to find good talent. Yes, the market may be bad. But if no one invested in your idea, if no one bought your product, for sure there's something there that is your fault. And no one achieved their goals alone. But if you didn't make them happen, it is your fault and no one else's. Be responsible for your dreams. And one last tip. Believe, this one is really important as well. Believe that the only things that matters are goals themselves. There's a lot of friends. They were going up a mountain. It was very high mountain. It was a lot of work. And you could see that they were sweating and this was very tough. Anyway, they were going up and then finally they made it to the peak. Of course, they decided to celebrate, right? So I'm going to celebrate. Yes, we made it. We're at the top. 2 seconds later, one looks at the other and says, oh, okay, let's go down. Life is never about the goals themselves. Life is about the journey. Yes, you should enjoy the goals themselves, but people think that you have dreams, and whenever you get to reaching one of those dreams, it's a magical place where happiness will be all around. But achieving a dream is a momentary sensation, and your life is not. The only way to really achieve all of your dreams is fully enjoy every step of the journey. That's the best way. And your journey is simple. It's made of steps. Some steps will be right on. Sometimes you will trip. If it's right on, celebrate. Because some people wait a lot to celebrate. But if you trip, to turn that into something to learn. If every step becomes something to learn or something to celebrate, you will for sure enjoy the journey. So, 5 tips. Believe in overnight success. Believe someone else has the answers for you. Believe that when growth is guaranteed, you should settle down. And believe the fault is someone else's. And believe only the goals themselves matter. Believe me. And if you do that, you will destroy your dreams. Thank you.